and welcome to today's YouTube episode. On today's sewing adventure, I'm doing a Chatty Sewing Catch Up. I'm going to be talking about works in progress and also sharing some of my plans with you too. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to share with you today is a work in progress that I have actually started. I've got it all cut out, ready to go. And I've actually made one part of that item. So the item is the Emy Jacket or the Emy Coat by Papercut Patterns, and it is a pattern that I have wanted to make for quite a while. Now, a while ago I did buy the Therma quilted fabric from Guthrie & Garney. It's a Mind the Maker fabric, and I bought the bottle green. So this is the hood of the jacket, and as you can see I haven't quite finished it because I do need to hand stitch this section down and then it will be finished. Obviously I need to add the buttons as well, but once I've hand stitched that, then it will be ready. Now what I am super pleased with is I'm super pleased with how warm this will be. So what actually happens is you end up putting two buttons here, and then you put buttons around this collar stand as well, and that attaches to the main part of the jacket. So I'm super excited to wear this because I think it's going to be really warm. And what I did is I have lined it with some teddy fleece from Pound Fabrics actually. So I've lined that one with teddy fleece, and I'm going to put some of that lining in the main part of the jacket as well, in the body, just because I think that that will give it extra warmth. So I'm super excited to make the rest of this coat. As I said, it's all cut out, ready to go. The hood was just kind of like a trial to see how the fabric handled and to see how it kind of matched with the lining, but I am really pleased with how it's looking so far, and I can't wait to finish the jacket. Another thing is because it's got this quilted pattern, what I tried to do was to use that and make it look even, which I think has gone okay, so I'm pleased with that too. So yeah, that is my first work in progress that I am sharing with you today. So the second work in progress I'm going to share with you today is another jacket. It is the Ila Jacket. You will know that I love this pattern, and it is a really good one to wear. Now I've gone for this fabric that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. It is a cotton and polyester mix. It's a brushed cotton, so it's got this gorgeous check pattern on it, and I just love the colours, and I thought that that would be a really fun jacket to have and to wear. Now it is quite thick, the fabric, but what I did was I actually have lined this one with the same teddy fleece that I am lining the Emy Jacket with. I got 3 meters of that one, and I got that one from Pound Fabrics. So I've lined the body with that. I originally did line the sleeves with it too, but the lining is just too thick and it makes the sleeves too tight, which means that if I want to wear something a bit thicker underneath it, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I have actually unpicked the lining, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a black brushed cotton in the sleeves, just so that it's still nice and warm, but it's not as thick, because obviously the brushed cotton is a lot thinner. I have also put this little tag in. It says Made of Stars, and it is a cut one pair label. So I do plan to add pockets to this one as well, and yeah, it will be a super cozy, lovely, kind of bright coat to wear in the winter. So really looking forward to finishing that one, which I should be able to do soon. I'm waiting for the brushed cotton to finish this one off. So yeah, another Ila jacket for my collection. The next thing I wanted to show you today was something a little bit different. It's not sewing, it is crochet. I'm sure you probably guessed that as soon as you knew it wasn't sewing. So this is a little quilted vest that I'm working on. It is not finished, it is a work in progress. I haven't tied in the ends, but I am super pleased with how this one is coming on. It is a little bit different from my usual colour scheme, and the reason for that is because I didn't actually make these granny squares. My grandmother made them. So she made them, and then she didn't make them into anything. So I got given them, and I had them for quite a few months, kind of just thinking about what I would do with them. I think there were 24 in all, so there were only 24. This is all of them together in this little vest, so it was kind of the perfect amount. And I was thinking maybe I could use a purple as the main colour to join them in, or a blue or a black, but then I decided that I would use this lovely kind of chocolatey brown colour, and I'm super impressed with how that looks, and I'm super pleased with how that one is turning out. So what I have done is I have done all of the brown stitching that's connected to the granny squares together. Now this is not entirely finished. The front and the back are finished and they're obviously connected, but what I did was I made the armhole too big. So what I have to do is I have to unpick a couple of rows there, and then I need to, when I'm doing the kind of granny stripes stitch around, I need to do less, because as you can see it's not sitting in, it's kind of sitting out, which is not the look I was going for. So that's fine. I did these little triangles to make it kind of more curved, and as you can see I've done them on that side, but this side doesn't have the extra granny stripes. So what I'll do is I'll unpick these, and then I'll just reduce the number of granny stripes, and then that will bring this section in a bit tighter and make it a bit more cozy. So with this one I used the Everyday Waistcoat by the New Craft House as a guide for the size, and it worked out really nicely. What I did was I actually laid the granny squares out on it before I connected them. So there's 12 granny squares at the back, there's 2 under the armhole sections, and then there's 4 on each side at the front. So there was the exact perfect amount, which was brilliant. Now the process of connecting these together, I used a join as you go technique. So it's one continuous crochet line for the whole thing. And then I obviously have added in these granny stripes as well. Now because I didn't have a pattern for this one, it was a bit of trial and error. Obviously, as you can see under the sleeve, that is trial and error. I will have to undo that, but every now and then for this one I would have to undo quite a few rows and then have another go at it. But I would rather do that and be pleased with the final outcome than have something that I'm not going to wear. So obviously, again, trial and error. This bit here hasn't quite worked out how I wanted, but I'll just unravel it and have another go, and then hopefully I'll get it right and do the same on the other side. So yes, that has been a really fun project. So really pleased with how this one is turning out. It is a work in progress. It's actually been quite quick to make, so that's been good, and I really like the way that I could take these beautiful, I love these granny squares, they're so lovely, that my grandmother made, and turn them into something that I can eventually wear. So I will keep you updated on that one, of course, and let you know how I get on with that. Now the next 2 things I'm going to show you today are plans that I have. So I bought this gorgeous viscose fabric from the Good Fabric store. It is a lovely plain black, and what I plan to do with this is to make the Papercut patterns solar tee with the little shoulder ruffles and a long sleeve one for winter, for the cooler months. So this fabric is beautiful, it's super soft, it's really lovely. I know it's just plain black, but sometimes it's nice to have basics in our wardrobe. And that's kind of what I feel like my wardrobe is lacking a little bit at the moment. So it'll be really good to have this one in my wardrobe and to be able to start wearing it. And I love the solar tee with the little shoulder ruffles. I just think it makes that top look that little bit extra special and a little bit different as well, just rather than having a plain black t-shirt. So that is the plan for that, a long sleeve solar tee with the shoulder ruffles. Now the next fabric I'm going to show you is this one. This one has been in my stash for maybe 2 years, maybe longer. And this is a Ponte knit fabric that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. So what I was thinking of making with this one is the classic Tilly and the Buttons Coco dress. So those of you who know that pattern, you will know that it is just basically a long sleeve t-shirt, and it kind of flares out into a lovely dress shape. I should put a picture on, you should be able to see a picture of that one on the screen. So that is going to be really lovely. It might look black on the screen, but it's actually a nice navy and white stripe. So again, another good basic for my wardrobe, another warmer layer for winter. So can't go wrong with that one. And it'll be really good to use this one because, as I said, it has been in my stash for maybe 2 years. So that is what I plan to do with this fabric. Now the last thing I wanted to share with you today was this. Now I ordered this in the mail, and this is the Maison Fauve Dandelion jacket pattern that I talked about. Now isn't this packaging just gorgeous? So it arrived and I haven't actually opened it yet, but it smells. It must have one of those perfume cards or something in there. It smells so beautiful. I wish you could smell it as well because it is actually really, really lovely. And it's got this gorgeous tissue paper, which of course I will be able to reuse for a gift for someone else. And this is the smelly thing. So this is this gorgeous smelly ribbon. Oh, it's really nice perfume, but you can actually smell it. When I opened the package, it was just so lovely. So I've got that, and then it looks like I have got, oh, well, that was nice. So I also have got some fabric samples from them, which is really lovely, on this beautiful card, and this is one of their fabric designs. So I shall look at them later. Very nice. And then I have got this, which is the pattern. So it was the Dandelion jacket that I ordered, and I know that I've already talked about 2 jackets in this episode, but I love to make a jacket, and when I saw this one I thought it was such a beautiful pattern. I really like this kind of simple collar feature, and I think I won't be making this one super soon because I think it's kind of more of a spring, summer lightweight jacket, but I will be making it and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So gorgeous, gorgeous pattern, really nice, and just the little details like this little perfumed ribbon make, you know, they make a delivery something extra special. So that is a really lovely one that I will look forward to making in the future. So that is it for today's YouTube episode. Just before we finish, I will tell you what I'm wearing today. Today I am wearing the Tilly and the Buttons Marnie top, and with this one I made it in a fabric from Lamazi Fabrics, and it is a viscose fabric with this kind of really lovely gold lurex stripe running through it, so that's really good. And this one I made with the shoulder ruffle and obviously the neck ruffle, but I didn't do the pin tucks. So this is the Tilly and the Buttons Marnie blouse, and that is what I'm wearing today. So as I said, that is the end of today's YouTube episode. Thank you so much for watching. It's amazing to have you here and for you to support my YouTube channel. If you have already subscribed, then thank you so much. It's wonderful to have you here regularly and for you to watch my clips as well. I really appreciate you subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing that. It means that you will get updates when I release my new clips. Please let me know in the comments box below what you thought about any of the things from today's episode, the works in progress or the plans that I have. I always love hearing what you've got to say. It's really nice that you leave me such kind comments, and I really enjoy reading every single one. So if you want to do that, then that would be really lovely. I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you, and I will see you here again soon.